Okay, updates on my end. Not super interesting. I have been working on the equipment guide, giving it some more spicy stuff to apply to it. A little bit of a roadblock, and that I realized my weapons are complicated. I made that crafting system a little too spicy. Um, so I've been working on a similar like item crafting um spreadsheet on Google Sheets, akin to the armor one that I already have on World Anvil. Um, yeah, no, there's a lot of steps in weapon crafting. It's going to be a bit. Um, Other than that, though, which is big roadblock I have regarding the updates to weapon stuff and getting the crafting system a bit more spruced up. Um, I have been working on a recipe system to simplify some of these things as well, as I, noticed that some things are very complicated, um, which isn't exactly conducive for a living world. So I've been implementing that. I have a book I've been drawing inspiration from. It's 5e based and focused on crafting. It's been fairly helpful thus far, but do expect updates to mundane crafting as well as magical item crafting to help basically streamline the process more or less. Um, Other than that, that's pretty much been the big thing I've been working on. As Thursday, I was given an assignment of, hey, you have to make a game in a day. So, you know, I made a game in a day. Um, Other than that, all the stuff, I'm obviously, since you're aware that the Whispering Nights campaign session 1 has occurred.
Oh, you did? Oh my god, I wasn't there.
So weird. Who would have thought? Um, Yep, second session of the pirate campaign's continuing on. We're good stuff going. Um, so spicy stuff there. Speaking of campaigns, how are others setting specific campaigns going? I know that you've been running your shrub and as well as yours, Blackheart.
Yeah, we've missed the past 3 sessions because of personal stuff, but hopefully this week.
Mm-hmm. One
Yeah,
can
I
hope.
hate it when that happens, but scheduling.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, it's the bane of D&D's existence.
It really is.
Outside of a player having to drop for personal reasons for stuff, I still have 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I grabbed 6 for that reason alone.
Indeed.
They've got, depending on how they go, 4 or 5 more games before I either keep going or let them do whatever they want.
Mm. Very nice, very nice.
Outside of the mishap that was accidentally muting Discord for 4 hours on stream.
Mm.
Oh, love when that happens.
Oh yeah, I was like, because I was I streamed Elden Ring the other night. I'm like, why is my Discord muted? I'm like, oh
Oh,
shit. And I go back and look 4 hours. All of them are muted. I'm like, fuck.
Because a cursed existence.
But no, they're doing okay. They're testing a lot of the mechanics and stuff. They're asking to use the supplementary stuff too. So
Mm.
they're doing what I had planned or planned for them to do anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm still writing the Bruges campaign stuff. I would have loved to have run something before launch, but I have negative amounts of time right now. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No worries, no worries. Um, Speaking.
Stolar campaign is still I'm still writing on that on the main story campaign. So, but it's coming along.
Very nice, very nice. Speaking of lack of time, how goes the training side of things? I noticed that we had some names pop up in the moderation channel. I want to just check in and see how that's going, if people need any help in that regard.
Perfect timing. The matter of Syrik development status. I'm currently working through analysis of each department. We should be on track for a beta launch within the year, as well as opening DM applications fully around or before summer.
Moraz put 2 of them up there to be checked. I think Charles got one of them. Just need, I think, 2 more.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I went over the 2 just now after my, eternal slumber.
Yes. A mighty slumber indeed. Ooh, system design. Working on like framework stuff. I know you've been sending me things of that nature, or is this more of like a homebrew mechanic systems? Very nice, very nice. Speaking of the framework, one of the currently now 3 DMs I have, which I have yet to fully delve into, is an update to the framework in terms of a massive spell library that should do some pretty fancy stuff for us that Sophiata Phoenix has been working on, which is very much appreciated. I haven't been able to give it a full look as, homework is pain, but I will look at it soon. It will be good. They've been helping out with streamlining some of the framework processes, as you have as well. Yeah. True. Yeah, I believe they're in the server, so you can check them out. Type a little name. Should be good stuff. Other than that, the economy system that's also going into the equipment guide. It's one of the things that Sultan has been working on for their own game of Warhammer has been a very impressive economy system, which I will be implementing and applying to the world map.
I'll poke you after the meeting about getting a full list of features for the living world by launch, but in general we're chugging along gradually. Most staff don't have too much to do at the moment now that the baseline development is done, but if there are more features we're set on, we can gauge interest and dole it out.
Indeed. There's a list to it. Go ahead, Sethams.
I was just going to say that obviously we would ideally love to have all these systems, but we should probably think at some point about when things are ready, because having a perfect system is realistically never going to happen. And
Oh, yeah. For the equipment guide, I'm considering it ready when I have the weapons on the world anvil, so people can do weapon stuff. And basic low tier magic crafting is implemented, which is pretty close to being implemented. I just need to do a few more tweaks and adjustments, but essentially the equipment guide and the economy is nearly raring to go. Especially with Sultan doing all that work and them sending me the macro for it, because that macro is very spicy. It's like a click of a button and then suddenly you have an entire city's economy mapped out of like, oh, here's how much wood selling for in the city, and here's how much iron selling in the city. It's good stuff. Yeah, it'll just click a button for each of my cities and then suddenly we have an economy. So,
Exactly. It's more about just knowing what we want at launch, and then we can figure out which stuff can be dealt with later, and less about making an entire fully finished product for even just the beta period.
Indeed.
Perfect becomes the enemy of done.
Yes. Going with the list, though, we do have a basic list already started, but yeah, definitely we should get together and discuss it in more details, as the one in administration is more of a guideline of this is what we should have. It's not super clear cut.
Were you able to cross out any of those before work decided to go, hey, make a game in a day?
Some of them are crossed out. I just haven't done the crossing out part of it.
Okay.
Up the to-do is more general stuff. but doesn't specify systems and functions including finished ones. I think balance is almost done.
Indeed.
I think Chrono has most of the races done. I think he's gone through most of the spells. Outside of, I think he's going over Quetzalcoatl now, or has the baseline for it, and then any other races we want, we just gotta see which ones we can use, like Siren.
Indeed. We already have Quetzalcoatl confirmed, so we just need to hear about the Siren. And if not, I do have another race I want to add. I mean, I saw an image of a very happy slime boy on Twitter, and now I must have it as a race. So, you know, I have issues. I see cute things, I must have them.
Worst case for Siren, we just make our own, which there's enough baseline out there that you can make your own without it interfering with someone else's work.
It's true. Mind is blanking. Beep 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 bop. Anything else people would like to bring up while I try to remember what I was going to bring up?
The basic missions for Dodler is being worked on now. I just have to fill out like small stuff that they can do just based off what I was doing for the campaign, because it fits for like minor stuff, and then we can just copy and paste through that.
Very nice, very nice. All right. Also, I see that Rhyme has sent me a new framework update. Very good, very good. Yeah, sure to give that a look and give it some implementation. Go in with the other one. So, you know, good stuff. I'm gonna see what Reaper has to say real quick. Maybe? Just scroll through Twitter. I'm sure it's there somewhere. I saw it recently, so it should be near the top. Where are you, slime boy? You are the bestest of boys. While I scroll through this, trying to remember what I was going to say earlier, because I still haven't remembered. Anything else people want to bring up?
Doesn't seem like it.
How's it looking for Eldaria and stuff? If we know.
So I know that they are getting to the point where they can get back to work, start, fleshing some of the cities out. Some of them have actually, if I recall correctly, done some of that work. Nothing sent in my way just yet, but I will be posting soon, assuming I don't have another random make a game in a day assignment this week. Basically saying, let's get together, have a meeting, and start fleshing some of this stuff out, because that's one of the major roadblocks we have right now is Eldaria and Eldaria, because the other regions we've just been like, it's good. And Joki's been working on the Dying Lands, so it's good stuff. Excellent. Patrons are definitely a thing that we need to have up and available. And I've been mostly focusing on the DDs, so... Yeah, I mean, most of my patrons I have, I've turned into DDs, so... I'm a little bit more of a... I don't know the word I was going to say. I have less options this time around for me to just convert.
guess as a minor note, I don't know what's going on in Divinity. I did drop the Nepalis sheet for Bruges deity. I don't know if anyone's reviewed that or looked at it or what needs to be added or changed. So, because I haven't heard anything back.
I gave it a glance over. I haven't given it a full review just yet. But
Yeah, I mean, just let me know, and I can always add stuff or change stuff or whatever. Or you can. It doesn't matter.
Yes, that's what Shoki's working on now.
very nice, very nice. Oh, right. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to talk about, the bestiary. I've been adding some more to it, fleshing some things out, adding a lot of lower level creatures to the book as well. So if you see, like me on the bestiary list, working on mob stats, it's probably me adding stuff to the bestiary. So I've got a lot of low level humanoids that we can use. That, like, oh, you want a bandit? Here you go. We already have one built. Oh, you want a troglodyte warrior? Here you go. It's there for you. If you want a merfolk, there you go. Just random humanoids. I've been working on beasts as well. So if people want to use some beast, or if they want to transform into them, because they are low enough CR for them to be well shaped into for some of them.
Regional bandits. Time for us to be like Pokemon regions.
Yeah. I mean, I have pirates, which are essentially bandits in pirate areas, and I have bandits down in Baruja. I have some bandits up in Vazia. I have some bandits in Lost Fables region, which is Calabash, but we don't really need to focus on that just yet. So, regional humanoids. It's good. It's all good stuff.
We technically have bandits on Doladur. They're just more natives than anything.
That's fair.
Slightly more creepier.
Yeah. I'm probably going to be, when it comes to the bestiary, giving it a good few more weeks of updates before I drop the actual book. Just because a lot of the races, or a lot of the monsters and mobs I've made inside the book are still older versions of them, so they don't have like the new formatting we use. Some of them are using really old mob creation systems, so I need to go through those still and fix them up. But once that's covered, we'll have lots of stuff. Yeah, and it seems that there's a vacuum of I don't know the word I was going to say. It ruined entirely. Anyways, you're having issues. It's fine. And I'm having issues. It's fine.
I did put the encounter table for other regions to use in the adventure thing. All you had to do is drag and drop. Otherwise, thanks to which, we were able to make one pretty quick.
Very nice. Very nice.
Using whatever the person that made it.
Speaking of helpful resources, let me go and grab this one here. Share. Anyone with the link can view. Copy link. Okay. I will plop this down in just general adventure corner, I believe, or adventure team. Alright, that link there links to a town generator I found using an Excel spreadsheet. It's fairly helpful. I've found, since it has like random rumors you can add to the town. It gives you like languages and what type of government's run by it. It doesn't use this full rule set that I use for my own towns, but it's an exceedingly helpful baseline to get started. So if you guys want to, it's in Adventure Team under the region corner. It's a fairly helpful resource I've been utilizing. I believe I've already posted my base town sheets for people to use, but if people want, I can post them again in Adventure Team, as my towns use that sheet system I have to determine various systems and whatnot. But the one I just linked, that one there is very helpful for expanding the flavor and like role playing information of a town. Mine's more of a statistical thing of like, oh, this town sells, steel and buys fish. Yeah, helpful resources for us to utilize and all that good stuff. Other than that, that is my update for the week. Anything else people would like to discuss? Oh yeah, no, the program that they're using it totally, or the coding is totally importable. It's good stuff. All right. In that case, seems that we are Gouda.
That's about it.
Indeed. That will be the end of the meeting. Appreciate all your faces. Gonna see what you say first, real quick. Ah, yes. The fabled typey and then no typey.
Debated.
Got you baited. All right. Anyways, appreciate all your faces. That is the end of the meeting. Should have more updates next week, as I believe the majority of the game, unless they throw me another curveball if you need to make an entirely new game because this one doesn't work, is pretty much done. I'm just fine tuning it at this point. And the rest of the semester for this class, which is the one that's been giving me like 3 homeworks a week within like a day due notice, should be just this project, this one game, and I'm just fine tuning it going forward. But I don't trust it, so if I need to like cancel a meeting or whatnot with a few days notice, this is the reason why, because I'm in finals essentially at this point.
Is your spring break soon?
Spring break is over. Semester ends at the end of April, and the rest of my semester is focusing on these final projects.
Not too bad, though.
Yep. It's going to be a bit more spicy, so I might not have as much time to go over things. But yeah, that is the Shoops and Whoops. I'm going to call the recording here.